Lovely. Okay. Oh, get the beer open. We're on the Guinness. What are you drinking?
Really dark beer. I don't even know how to pronounce it, but it's strong, so it's exactly what I need when we gonna cast this game.
Nice stiff drink. Awesome. Let's get going then. Should we get going? Yeah.
Yeah,
3, 2, 1. Let's
go.
go. Oh, one of my favorite civs. Laust as Byzantines and Knutan as Ethiopians. Is this GG? Is this Laust has got the better civ?
Okay, like I think it's really interesting that like neither of those two went for like the standard top
Yep.
3 civ, right? Which is like Teutons, Malay, Burgundians.
Yep.
But like Byzantines, obviously, they are usually very strong if you expect clown strats with extra armor on the buildings with a cheaper imp. It's really easy with them to wall up and wait for your imp power spike. So they're good against like a lot of clown strats.
Yep. I completely agree with you, so yeah.
Which is a bit strange because I don't think Knutan is such a clown. I don't think Laos would expect something like that from him. And
Right.
Ethiopians are just really
Hmm.
they are the only civ in the game that have all the siege workshop options. You get all the siege workshop technologies,
Oh yeah.
and they yeah
I didn't know that. That's
like
cool. I mean,
uh,
so can you see underneath Knutan's TC there? There was two villages doing nothing for, I mean, 57 seconds worth of idle eco, 8%.
oh my god, you're right. Yeah,
GG.
so much
GG.
idle time already.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, like if Ethiopians, you can it's not that terrible because you have insane eco.
Yep.
Like with Ethiopians, you can go for like 22+2 if you want to commit to a boom instead of 4 relics.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Byzantines they don't have eco bounty before they click up to imp.
Yep, I agree with you. Just saw in chat there. Laos is like, "Where's the toxicity, man?"
Okay. Well, maybe I should start this with like a story. Like the winner of this match has to play LK, and the winner of that has to play me. And LK was texting me yesterday in the night, "Hey Rex, can we play your games before I go on vacation on Tuesday?" What? Laust Vs Knutan didn't play yet, right? Yeah, but that doesn't matter. He
So
was ready to
savage.
play already our series because he already expected. Like he actually was ready to play me because like
Oh,
especially Laust wasn't threatening. I'm afraid.
so savage, so savage. I mean,
And it's not even me. It's Alakai, right?
yeah,
A really nice guy, but still,
yeah. It's,
Laust brings out the worst in people. And sorry, go on.
oh, also in chat, just saying he lost to Maxfield. Allocated, right? Yeah. Last brings out the worst in people. I love it. So we've got hitballs coming in now, from both people. Idle eco is still much higher for Knutan, but 1%'s not 3%'s not too bad, right? And idle TC is pretty okay. Maps. What are we looking for? The relics on him. I can't speak English anymore. And I'm the one who's English. Um, relics slightly in favor of. No, I'd say they're quite balanced actually. Kind of one close relic each, and then one in the middle, two on the side.
Yeah, I will also agree. It's quite balanced, but slight advantage to Knutan. He has like one relic that's almost safe, and the rest of relics are kind of in between.
Yeah,
Mm.
I agree, man.
Yeah, but that's almost the same. I wouldn't say there's a difference really.
No, yeah. Base slightly better for Knutan as well, I'd say, with a little back area, but not really amazing or much difference really. Golds, nice back gold and back stone, which is really important for Knutan, and you've got back stone and reasonably safe back main gold.
I prefer Laust base a lot. Knutan's like stones are both on the side, like yeah, and like with one wood line, it's really open. Right, it's one more angle that Laust can attack from.
So, you're right. Actually, that zone is quite. It's sort of in the back of his base, but also that side's completely open. So yeah, no, you're right.
And it's also the side that's facing Laust, right? If it would be
True.
facing away from Laust, wouldn't be an issue. But like this, it's kind of dangerous.
It's not. Would you say that it's not kind of? It's so far in that Laust won't know about it though. It would be very unlucky for him to come onto the right hand side, for example. Or was that something that would happen? You're more experienced than I am. These things.
Well, it's Laust you're talking about, right?
So he's gonna siege tower it or something toxic.
Yeah, like I kind of expecting Knutan to win this in the relic fight, basically.
Okay, cool.
Like if Ethiopians getting the free pikeman upgrade, which is really deadly in the scout fights because the pikeman can two-shot scout cavalry.
Right.
So if you don't go for light cav upgrade or like for crossbow relic fights, you will kind of struggle against Ethiopians. Like, I'm not sure how to deal with that. Like usually you have to add more monks and try to convert the pikes, or even go for pikemen, upgrade yourself or crossbows. But it's really annoying to deal with, especially if it's combined with a strong Ethiopian build order.
Yeah. You do get so many like the pikeman upgrades like 215 food and 90 gold, right? And then you also get plus 100 food and plus 100 gold twice. It's a massive early bonus really for Ethiopians, and we see that with Knutan going up and
yeah, exactly. You can do 23 plus 2 with no issues, and even then you will still have the eco to make a barracks and a monastery and make a monk without going on gold. You don't need to. Like if that monk gets sniped, it's a bit awkward. But if you're commenting for a boom build like this, it doesn't hurt you at all, because you want to kill the enemy in like early imp. And if you don't manage that. Well, I'm not sure actually. Like often Ethiopians have good options in opposed imp, but Byzantine trash is sometimes really hard to deal with if you don't have the relics.
Yep. Yeah. True. One thing I've just noticed. Knutan's gone Blacksmith Market up. Is that just because he's going for a boom build order and he's just ignoring the relics and he's going to sort of try and just powerhouse through in the start of imp? Or
yeah, I assume so. I assume so. Like it's possible that he adds a monastery and tries to like sneak 2 relics in without committing.
Yeah.
But that's kind of disrespect. It's only if he doesn't expect much from Laust. So
but, I mean, if say like the really close one, you can kind of get that one, which is kind of nice, and maybe the one on the right hand side as well. Especially if he manages to win the scout fight. Let's go.
Okay, but yeah, no, he's adding a barracks now, so I think that's a good choice.
Okay,
he will
cool.
add a couple pikemen.
Yeah, because
he might not commit on gold though. He might just make one monk and hopes that he can get 2 relics of 1 monk and a couple pikes.
Yep. Cool. Yeah. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I was just burping. So we've got double
and Laust
bit
getting
kind of
Omega host. Oof. But okay, no, never mind. It's not that terrible because he's up to Caedis anyway. Just today his army a little bit. Guess maybe it's even fine.
Yeah. Both. Wow! Look at that as well. Both berry bushes. 10 more food on Laust's berry bush. But other than that, basically the same.
And I enjoy Knutan sending 600 berries. It seems like he'll learn from me. I always send too many.
Well, but it's perfect though, right? He's gonna have like I was just about to say he's gonna have the res to throw down TCs and have them doing something else, but actually maybe not.
Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. Usually, ideally, your timings will be so that as soon as the berry bush runs out, you can add a TC with those villagers. This is not true for Knutan in the moment.
Yeah.
And first small engagement, 1 pike facing 2 spears. This is a fight that Knutan won't win. He has to run back.
Getting ganged up on there like a cheap. Okay.
I have to flame Knutan here. Like, he lost the pike without micring it once. Like, how long was it? Like 30 seconds? It's like, enough time. Like, I'm sure.
Right?
I'm sure anybody would have microed this. Yeah, at all. Like, not Micwood is better or worse, just Micwood it. Like, doing something.
Just the disrespect. Thing. So he's got the mic. He's a monk coming out, and the pikeman just covering that monk, so he'll get one relic nice and easily.
Yeah. And and Knutan is actually not going for the super greedy build. He actually went on gold afterwards. So I'm not a fan of this. He doesn't seem like he really.
He should have committed, right? A bit more.
Yeah, to one strategy. Either immediately go for that, or don't go for it at all. Don't go for something in between.
So Laust Seago is looking really nice. Although second TC just added from Knutan, but a second TC coming down for Laust as well.
I would say Knutan is an eco advantage though, because he has bows already. Laust doesn't have it.
Right, I was gonna say Laust just seemed to have a lot more wood, but I think that was just because I caught it just as Knutan was putting down a TC, so maybe that's why. Is the TC gonna come down now from Laust, I'd assume?
Knutan actually sniping a monk with 2 pikes. I don't really understand how this could happen. Like, what the fuck? Like, Laust could just converted 1 pike and would have been fine.
Well, so even though he was only committed not that much resources, he's getting at least 2 more relics. There's going to be 3. Well, yeah, so far 3-1 in the relic war, right? Quite nice.
Like, it will be. Yeah, I think it will be 3-2 because Knutan doesn't have any army at the last remaining relic, which is a mistake, I think. Like, he tried to snipe the monk with the other relic, but he reacted too late. Yeah, like, it will be 3-2, but I think Knutan invested a lot less. Like, obviously, the Spearman of Laust were cheaper.
Yeah.
But overall, I think Knutan is a better position here.
Yep, slightly in favor for Laust on the bills. Yeah, no wheelbarrow. But Bosaw for Knutan. And obviously Ethiopians have the the bonus of extra food and gold, so slightly benefiting Laust there with no up. Do they have any economic upgrades? Sorry, Byzantines.
Like Eco Bony, no, you only have cheaper imp. That's basically all you get.
Yep. Cool.
And like, even though Laust was earlier on 3 TCs, Knutan is still ahead in villagers.
Yep.
So yeah, the second TC so much earlier.
Cool. But you got yeah. So what do we reckon about the lumber efficiency for Laust here? For Knutan, sorry. Knutan. 11 on. I don't know how are we feeling about this.
Well, I'll be honest. I'm on capture age, and I have big trees there. I don't know how to get small trees in capture age, so I can't even see the lumberjacks behind the trees. It's hard for me to tell.
I think there's a setting. If you go into settings, then graphics, and then there's experimental enable graphic mods. Uses the mods you have enabled in game, and there's a tick on that.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. Is that working? I think so anyway. So
yeah. Thanks a lot. Oh, this is so much better. Oh, I can see.
I can hear the satisfaction. You just like good. I'm glad that that was thanks to Sammy for showing me just that today. So we've got a market going down from Laust.
He's also from, I don't know, like, Knutan had a market ready. He bought 100 stone. Is gonna add another TC with that. He's just committing to a big boom.
Cool. Is that what Laust is doing as well? Is that the idea behind the market?
I'm not sure. Like, it can be either to get more stone and add another TC. It also can be to help him balance his eco to click up to imp earlier, but that would be quite early. So I would also assume either it's like a user's market because he doesn't know what he's doing, or he's trying to add another TC.
No! Knutan's coming out, although it's not going to be too much of a problem because they're only spears and they're not upgraded or anything. So.
Oof, yeah, but those villagers don't have loom, right?
Oh, they don't. Nice. So that was 2 dead villages. Is that?
So many conversions. Like, what the fuck? Like, every fucking Knutan game, he's opening these gates for his enemy. It's like he has an OCD. Like, he can't help himself. He sees the enemy army and it's like, okay, I have to open these gates really quickly. Every fucking time.
So some conversions coming in here to take out some of the spearmen. Or just sort of even out the numbers. I don't think they're going to be doing too much damage, right? Even though the villagers don't have loom. Well, any more damage, I should say. Wait,
Yeah,
do they have loom?
I guess
Oh, they do now. Sorry.
it wasn't too bad overall.
Yeah, no.
I guess Knutan is satisfied. He opened the gates and then he cleaned it up.
Yep, they do. So we've got 4 TCs coming down. Obviously, the one at the front is no longer going there on stone. I think that's a good idea. I think Laust is moving now to stone as also. Oh, outside his base? Interesting. I guess there's no army in the field, so it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah. And also, like, if you can, like, if you have map control or you feel like you don't get pressured, it's always nice to take the resources from middle first, because these are resources you might not always have access to.
Oh, yeah?
Like, the
Is
near
that the,
base are always the most safe one.
Is that the T90 low elo legend, what's it called? Meme. Where he says that low elo players, low elo legends, they take the resources outside the base first, and then you then come inside because.
Yeah, like to a certain degree it is. Like what Laust did was like a low elo legend move, like these two on stone.
It's really funny as well, actually, because I remember T90 saying that, and then literally the same day I watched Viper stream, and he was casting, and he was saying that someone went to take the resources out of his base, and he said, "You do this because you might not have access to those resources." Pretty much exactly like you were saying, right? And it's just like, it's so funny because T90 constantly complains that people do it, but actually it's still a good tactic.
Yeah, but it also depends. Like sending a small
Wait, what happened there?
like,
there's a 10 eco lead for Laust.
Yeah, like it's one of the things I wanted to mention. Like Laust did a much better job at booming. Knutan messed up his builds quite a lot. It's like there should be no way that he falls bad like this. But then again, he's up to imp. Laust isn't.
Yeah.
But he fall behind the villagers before that already.
Is Laust? Laust has just not got a second building. Because obviously he's Byzantine as well, so he can get the early. And panic dropping a house there as well with 5 villagers.
But one last thing to the Viper T90 thing. Like what Laust did was like a T90 low elo legends move, because like this mining camp with 2 villages outside, this doesn't accomplish anything. It's it's not really taking resources from middle. If you have like a forward castle, it's really strong to take resources from middle with the villagers that build a castle or something. Yeah. And it's nice. You prefer that over taking resources near base, because these are safe. These you might need later.
Yep, I get you. Yeah. So we got Knutan taking into is it Halbs?
Okay, like what is going on here? I'm so confused. But why would you? Okay, he's going Halb siege.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was assuming both of them would open with bombard cannon skirmishers.
Bombard cannon skirmishes. Okay. Yeah.
But I'm not sure. Like Byzantines don't really want to go for Cav, right? So opening with Halb bombard cannons. I'm not sure what to think about it. We'll see how it plays out.
No, fair enough. That makes a lot of sense, actually. I never even thought about. You've literally no reason to make Halbs other than having them as like a throwaway unit against Byzantines, right? Because they can either make cataphracts, in which case your Halbs are just completely countered, right? Or if they make skirms, in which case your Halbs are countered. So I guess he just wanted it with something to go with his siege, just to back up his siege.
Yeah, it's true. Like you want to have a meat shield for your siege, but I think the trash unit he might have had to open with would really be skirmishers. Because, the Byzantines
skirmishes now from House.
Yeah, exactly. You expect skirmisher or bombard cannon opening from Byzantines in this matchup, and then you have bombard cannons and skirms against halberdiers and bombard cannons or something.
Yeah.
You would prefer having skirms, I guess. It also, but the thing is,
Yeah.
I think above like 1500 1v1 elo, like half of arena games, like the Boomy players, are decided by Bomberkin Micro. It often comes down to this, like both sides opening with something Bombard cannons, and then that's coming down to who Micros is Bomberkin better.
Sorry.
So it might not matter too much what your meat shield is. It just depends a bit on like how well you micro your bombkins against the boardkins of enemy.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, sorry. My housemate just didn't ask me wanted some tea. Just yeah. So I feel like Laust is getting trapped into the is falling into the trap of arena, and he's not moving out of his base. I don't know, like do you know what I mean? When he's got like 3,000, he's just got so many resources, but you can't spend them. I don't know. Do you feel like he's fallen into that trap of being stuck in it? I
can see how it would look like this, and he is to a certain point. But at the moment, I would prefer Laust's position. I think Byzantine's building have so much extra HP. It will take Knutan quite a while to break in. And Laust has a much stronger army eco. He has a lot of time to actually add an army that can beat Knutan's comp quite easily, let's say. But yeah, like if he doesn't take map control quickly after that, Knutan will just starve him out.
Laust in the chat. Laust in the chat has just said, just showing him off his own villages. So that the two villages that were on that mining camp were the two villages that he converted. It's just a flex. Okay. It's just a nice flex. I love that.
but like at the moment we are seeing one of the issues, right? The skirmishers, they actually taking down Bomberkins here. The halberdiers are doing nothing.
Yep, true. They just tink on the walls, right? And fortified walls as well from that is a chunky boy. 4,200 HP on the walls with the Byzantines. Nice.
But yeah, like Laust. Okay, like at the moment, I really hate how Laust starts spending his resources. He has 90 on wood. He has over 5,000 wood. He's not doing anything with it.
Yeah, and he's got like a whole gold mine here, though, right? That he's barely taking any of.
Yeah, it's like he has 6,000 wood and he has 20 army. I think something is very wrong here.
I was gonna say when he arrived in Imp and he had 6 skirmishers, I was like, what's going on? Yeah. Oh no, not the Treb. The Treb goes down to skirmishers in the castle. Oh, that feels Knutan.
Oof.
So, in the long term. Oh wait, are we seeing? Oh, torsion engineers. Yes, my favorite tech.
Yeah, like I think that that's very crucial in this matchup. Like those with 60 skirmishers, you will take good fights against small numbers of Bomberkins.
Yeah.
But with torsion engines and for Bomberkins, you will take on so many skirms. Yeah.
Laust in the chat is saying trash all the way, man. The Byzantine trash is coming in clutch. Although, having said that, you don't have like a massive bank of gold that you've stored up yet. Even with... Wait, did you get the relic advantage? No, Knutan did, didn't you? Sorry, yeah. I'm just going to quickly run to the alcohol station.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah. I'll be back in a moment. I'll leave you to cast.
So, like, what can I say? Like, I think both of you are playing this terribly. Like, Laust trying to go for a 10,000 wood, and Knutan just now taking into skirmishes himself. Like, of course, you don't want to fight Byzantine skirms. It's no bueno. But I think it's still better than running in 100 halberdiers for free. It's like you have Laust is a 100 units killed advantage, because those halberdiers are doing nothing. Like skirmishers would be a better meat shield in this matchup, at this point at least. I just don't see why he went for that.
Why he went for what?
For the halberdiers. Like you can see that like Laust has like 60, 70 units more kills.
Yeah.
Just because like the skirms would have been a better meat shield than the halberdiers.
Right.
And
yeah,
the
yeah.
halberdiers would be more something you would take into afterwards because you expect the enemy counter the skirms at some point with light cav spam.
Yep.
And then you take into harps to counter the light cav. But you don't open halberdiers as a skirms. I don't see the reasoning behind it.
Yeah, no, I can see what you're saying. I always seem to remember you only take into halberdier if your enemy are going like hussar type things, or if your enemy also goes halberdier. And obviously, like in this matchup, it doesn't seem to make too much sense.
Oh, like it didn't make sense timing wise. Like
Yeah. Do it later.
and
That is a
Knutan
lot of BBCs. Oh.
and moment, did just Knutan snipe all those bombard cannons with his shuttle warriors?
What time are you on? 42:30.
43.
Let me catch up.
Oof. I can also pause. I'm gonna pause at 44:10. Just tell me when you're there.
Okay, cool. Minutes.
Oh, oops. I'm sorry.
So many dead bombard cannons. 44:10, did you say?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm paused there. 3,
Okay.
2, 1, go.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay.
Don't need gold, just need trash units. Loud shouts in.
Well, to a certain degree, it's true. Like,
Yeah,
I've won arena
lost.
games.
He just lost how many bombard cannons to some gold units?
Yeah. Like, I'm not even sure what to say. I'm not even sure like who's in the advantage here. Like this is such a strange game.
I
Like,
think I prefer the Ethiopians just because it's not Laust, so yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, but Laust has the 11k wood already. Oh no, he started selling his wood. Okay, now it all makes sense. He's like, okay, I've played Promised Nothing like half my life, so I just have to abuse experience. I haven't Promised Nothing, so I have to play this like it's Promised Nothing.
I don't know why I'm joining in on the trashing of Laos. I have no real reason to. Just other than you, I did. That's a lot of bombard cannons again from Knutan this time, which are also going down to bombard cannons and light cap. There's a lot of big
but
shots.
nice hits there on those bombard cannons.
Yep. Oh yeah, nice. A lot of BBC micro. There's too many trebs there for the amount of bombard cannons on the field, right? I feel. Although that's a big ball of arbs. Well, bigger. Oh no, it isn't anymore.
Oh my god. Okay, I think I prefer Knutan's position by now.
Yeah,
like,
man, the torsion engine's coming in clutch, right? Although,
yeah.
the dead bombard cannons again from. There's how many? Is that 16 bombard cannons at least that we've seen die so far?
Yeah, it's insane. Such an expensive unit, but I guess they're making mostly trash.
Yep.
So that makes sense.
Knutan,
but yeah, like
I feel like there's relic, gold in the bottom of the map that he hasn't sort of secured or taken that he could do. Be nice.
Oh yeah, he actually had scouted that, but he's just full tunnel vision. He will never notice.
Oh, here we go. Look, the Hussar are coming in now from Laos, so it was big brain move of Knutan to have already teched into Albs, although he's now letting all of his bombard cannons die again.
Okay, like, and I mentioned like 1 minute ago, I like Knutan's position, but then I realized he didn't queue army for like 2 minutes already, and now it's 60 to 14 army.
That's a huge army advantage, actually. Yeah. What? Knutan's going? Is he going for camel? No, light cow.
Yeah. Which is terrible, right? Both Ethiopian and Byzantine light cav sucks, but it can still make a lot of sense if you have that many arbalest and skirmishes on the field.
Yep. Yeah, cool. Man, it's still 50 army to like 15, which is obviously one castle now going down for Knutan on the front there. I really like Byzantines in this matchup now, though, right? So because you've got the cheaper skirms to counter like Arbs, which Ethiopians are obviously wanting to kind of go for as their main. Well, not just obviously you can go for bombard cannons as well, but bombard cannons just feel so fragile compared to Arbs, right?
Yeah, and also at this point in the game, like most of your comp will be just trash units because both players don't have too much gold left. And so Byzantines just have a much easier time spamming it. Like at this point, without a lot of like torsion engines, siege on this or bombard cannons on the field, Byzantines are in a much stronger position for sure.
Oh, the bombard cannon micro though. Ooh. That is a lot of bombard cannons as well with this push. Like, with when you don't want to see, there's that 5, 6, 7 bombard, 8 bombard cannons coming at you when you're 12 military to 50, and also Laos moving to the gold on the south.
Oh my god, Laos is taking that before Knutan. That's such a big mistake, Knutan. Yeah.
Yep, massively.
I kind of love though how I called it when I said like mid elo range, like 1500 and above. Like most arena games are just about bombard can micro. This has nothing but bombard can micro for me to It's all they're doing the entire game.
Yeah, true. Man, this has become really convincingly in favor of Laos. Like, he's got 2k resources on each of them, 4k wood. He's got the stone back at the front of his base. He's still got the gold at the front, and he's got the extra gold. And it's 50 army to 25, right?
Yeah, and Laos.
What's happened there? How is he in his base?
Well, Knutan had an overchop on this gate and in the south.
Oh, okay.
West.
Yeah, okay, cool. I didn't see that. I was just saying, all of a sudden I saw his TC garrison. I was like, uh-oh. But he's still got a healthy village account. In fact, maybe overboomed, but also he has no military, so.
Yeah, like, it's quite mind-boggling how Laos has actually 20 villagers less, but still has so many more resources banked. It just shows that he kept getting the better trades the entire game. Like the kitty shows it as well. Well, that's more kills.
Like at this point, I know obviously that Byzantines get really cheap skirms, but do you feel that Arbs like would have just been the call, or is it not a good idea because of how many bombard cannons there were?
You mean for
Ethiopians
opening?
Right. Well, not necessarily as an opening, but sort of like ultimately looking towards them, or is that no? I don't really know.
The thing is, against what will you make for Arbalest if the enemy has mostly skirms, bomber cans in the field? Like obviously, it's maybe a bit easier to snipe bomber cans, but I still feel like if he doesn't have big numbers of light cav or hussars on the field, you kind of prefer having the skirms.
Right. Okay.
Or basically, you don't want to play into your opponent's advantage too much. If you go for Arbalest, as the Ethiopians here, the Byzantine player will happily take into skirmishes.
Okay, cool. So let's say you go then Arbalest to try and counter the bombard cannons. It's presumably it's better to go your own bombard cannons and skirms rather than to go like Arbalest and also skirms.
Yeah, I would say so. Especially because as Ethiopians, in theory, you do get the better bombard cans.
What about like champs? Because they get fully upgraded champs, right? Ethiopians, or do they not get champ?
Yeah. I'm not sure, but I think maybe something like champs if they're fully upgraded or shotels can make sense if you dwindle down the numbers. Oh yeah.
GG's called there by
no champs to Ethiopians. They only get 200s. Yeah.
They only get 200s, right? Cool. Yeah. In which case you'd go for maybe Shotel, maybe, which we did see a few of, but not too many.
Okay, so I entered this game wanting to be really toxic against Laust, but
well played by him.
And I have to say, I think it's more like he didn't play bad, but
badly played by Knutan.
Yeah. Like I swear, like Probably even during the game, Knutan would be able to type like 10 pages about all the mistakes he's done already, but he's not able to like actively avoid them while playing.
Yeah.
Quite
Okay. Yeah.
strange.
So he probably knows himself, kind of thing. But yeah. But
Oh yeah,
so
like,
looking at the timeline there, like you've got, especially when you want to have the advantage. I feel like he did have the advantage, but he made, as you said, Albs to kill a university. I think he did, rather than making skirms to push with some siege, right?
and also his build was just he didn't commit to like a boom, he didn't commit to relics, he did something in between and actually managed to fall a bit behind Laust in the boom, which should not be possible because if your opponents you have you have a strong eco. Byzantines don't have that bonus. Like
Yeah.
um
Yeah. Hacksaw in chat asked, "What's the prize pool?" And there is none. This is the DAO Hidden Cup. Well, actually, the prize pool at the end, I believe, Diavox donated some money, so it was like something like £10.
Oh
Like,
really? Oof,
I think so. Yeah.
that's like half of my
Sorry.
student grant.
Don't quote me on that. And obviously, don't. Yeah, but I think he said something like that. If I'm not mistaken. Yes. Yeah, that was a really enjoyable game. That is obviously definite room for improvement for
For Knutan mostly,
Knutan,
I
yeah.
think.
Yeah, I honestly couldn't really fault, other than losing 8 bombard cannons, was it, to like 10 Shurtail warriors, not really having them backed up with military.
Hmm. That was Laust,
Oh.
right? You lost many at one point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that
then
was really
also
rough.
I think Knutan then lost 8 as well. But yeah, yeah, lost them to the Showtails. Yeah, definitely. That's painful. Neither side have um bloodlines, do they? Oh, you don't get the last armor upgrade for Canoeing. So yeah,
Yeah.
for Ethiopia.
Like,
So
eh,
Ethiopia was bad
eh,
on the
eh,
Cav.
and Laos the chat mentions here floating 10k wood is fine, no room for improvement at all. Yeah, like that's the tilting thing, right? Thing, right? You had less villagers, and Knutan had a better eco, had the positional advantage,
Yeah,
but still he wasn't taking good fights.
yeah. He even had bow saw as well. Like, sorry, two man saw and stuff. Like, yeah,
Knutan had two-man saw
yeah.
like really late in the game. He had
Okay,
it like
cool. Right.
when the game was over, basically.
Should we pop on to the next game?
Yeah, sure. I'm at 10 seconds waiting.
Oh crap, you're already there.
Oh, good.
Should have realized. Cool. Let me back out. Rex, I'm heading to bed now. I expect you to be a lot more toxicity next game, man. I killed them off just a couple of minutes before you mentioned
Okay.
it.
So he had more villagers, yeah. But yeah, like as soon as Laos is gone, we can start being friendly again. Then it will be a wholesome stream.
I love it. Cool. Pause. I can pause at 10 seconds. What Civ matches do we have? Turks for Knutans versus Teutons from Laos. Ooh, I like it. Should we go? Three,
Yeah.
2, 1, go.
Yeah.
Awesome. So Teutons versus Turks. Is this going to be? In fact, did we see this earlier? No, we didn't see this earlier. It was Turks versus Britons. I was speaking to Greg after his emphatic victory against Otto, let's say, and I really like Turks on Arena, like with the new balance. In fact, I like them on Arabia as well, man. Just, the scouts just feel so much more powerful against like 30%, 40% of the civs than they used to.
And it's like Turks are really versatile. It's like you start the game, you see Turks, and you don't know, will they go for fast in, which can be really deadly? Will they go for cast of Janissaries, which is really deadly? Or will they just play meta and go for Hazza Cav Archer late game, which is a very cost effective comp? It's like they're very versatile and they have a lot of options, and all of these options are really strong. Like, that's a big issue.
Yeah, I think what I always struggled with the Turks, well, there's a couple of things. So one of the things I always struggle with Turks is that they don't have skirmisher, so you kind of go scouts instead of the skirmishers, because of the extra pierce armor, and then they don't have halberdier. They don't have pikemen,
Yep.
which obviously you go for janissaries, right? Which on arena is not so difficult because you can get stone easily, although awful stone for no, sorry, it's an awful stone for Laust. Yeah. So like it's weird to when you kind of play the Age of Empires triangle, like skirms, halberdier, scouts,
Yep.
kind of countering. They sort of have a different dynamic that's a bit trickier to sort of maneuver, let's say.
Yeah, you are to a certain degree you're a lot more goal dependent as Turks. That's true for sure. But they are one of my favorite arena sets. I think it's it can be also like I think Teutons are in general the strongest Civ, but I think with Teutons it's a bit more straightforward to play against them. It's a bit easier to predict what they're going for.
Yeah.
With Turks, it's just the pushes will come faster and can be more deadly in less time.
Yeah.
It's a bit more scary, more dangerous.
One thing I wanted to ask you about Dark Age. So I've noticed quite a lot of the sort of like higher medieval players, sort of Alake, Self, Max. They push in all of their deer straight away, but they've got like 2 or 3, maybe 2 or 3 deer rotting at the same time. Do you not lose that much? Oh no, the boar's de-aggroed. Oh, he's got it. Yeah, he's got it. It's fine. Yeah, do you not lose? Oh, he's done it again. this boar's troll. He's done it again. The triple troll for last there. Oh. Yeah. Do you not lose that much food from decay?
Of course you do lose a lot of food, but it's just about priorities and what you want to go for.
So you prioritize in scouting to do it as quick as possible, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and like it depends on your build order as well. If you have a tight build order, you can't do that. If you have a tight build order, you will see like Caedo players waiting with their deer. They will push them around BTC until the other one is finally taken. Then
because you need all the food.
Yeah, because then you can't afford losing 30, 50 food. But if you have like build order that allows inefficiencies, you don't really mind it that much.
Cool. Okay, I like it. The other thing was lumber camp efficiency, right? There's already a couple of villages sort of idling a little bit. Do you would you ever have 8 villages on one lumber camp and then individually task them to cut their own tree, or do you think it's just inefficient and get to? Again, depending on the build order, I suppose, right? Depends.
Yeah, as always, it depends. Like usually you don't want to have more than 4 villagers in a lumber camp. Maybe like sometimes you will go for 5 per lumber camp in many cases at some point. But like 4 in each lumber camp. But if you're going to a boom build order and like you're going Ethiopian straight full boom with 22+2, you will only build 1 lumber camp because you probably can't afford a second one. Also, you will build your second TC so quickly that you will have like a nice wood line quite early, so you don't lose that much efficiency any day.
Yep. That makes sense. So Laust clicking up on 24 pop, and Knutan is on 26. I think he's clicking up on. Oh no, wait, he's not going to have the food, right? I'm really confused. Is Capture Age not showing that he's clicked up? Yeah. Okay, no.
He queued it behind the villager.
Yeah. Capture Age wasn't showing up that it was village.
Yeah, I was also confused. What to say?
Cool. So we got a Barrett's coming down from Laust, and obviously he'll be up 2 population quicker. Sorry, but he looks like he's going for a boom. Wait, he's going 2 lumber camps. I don't know. Knutan. This is.
Yeah, like 2 lumber camps is like the normal approach if you want to fight for relics, because you will delay your second to see a little bit, at least.
Okay.
Or like you're clicking up a little bit later, right? Like
that makes sense.
The Ethiopians I mentioned, it's like 22+2. It's really early. When you add TCs.
Cool. Kind of weird that Newton's got his scout in Because Laust has clicked up sooner, so he's put his scout. Yep, he obviously didn't want to lose the scout war.
And yeah, Knutan wants to save his scout HP and least canceling it with Lightcap upgrade.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. Like, it's really funny to watch better players play, and I'm like wondering what the hell they're doing. Like, you know, why are you not out scouting relics? And then it's something like, you know, additional feudal age, or they get a light cap upgrade. I just don't really think about. There's definitely like a whole load more things that people think about that I don't. Why they're better players. Yet. Let's go with yet.
Yeah, I also think like the how to say it, the borders between good and good and decent players. It's never really clear. Sometimes, like I think like anybody can beat anybody if there are enough attempts and all that stuff. It's everybody's just human.
It's sort of the monkeys, right? Enough monkeys.
Yeah, but I actually don't think they would be able to type that book.
With an infinite amount of time, or just with a lot of time. Depends. We can't. We're almost unable to like to think about.
Yeah, like
infinity,
we
right?
don't have an understanding of like we don't have a feeling for infinity. It's really just if the like probability is above 0, they will do it. If it's not, they won't.
Yeah.
And we have no idea if it is. But yeah, I'm kind of wondering how the relic fight will turn out. Like Turk getting the free lightcap upgrade is really nice, but humans having more melee armor, having conversion resistance is really strong. And also this allows, which Laust is doing, to add, like they might just add 1 or 2 knights, because the monks of the enemy will take a lot more time to convert those knights, so they might get sniped anyway.
Yep.
And so you will have the advantage in those fights.
Yep. And we didn't actually talk about it earlier, but the relics. So there's one that's close to Knutan, 2 that are quite easily contested, and then 2 that are sort of, well, easily contested but far away kind of thing. So I feel like it's quite an even distribution, maybe in favor of Laust. Especially because he's got a relic monastery down earlier, right?
Well, Knutan should at least get 2, I think. 2 are really close to him.
Yeah, and as you were saying, knights are better than the other things.
Yeah. Like with good micro, you can still convert the knights.
Absolutely right. But... yeah, it's kind of interesting actually. Like watching some a lot of the games so far. It's interesting to see sometimes, like especially when I play as well. Even though I've got a better position, someone who's just better with micro and monk micro and relic micro, like or you know, spears, and as we see a spear and scout engagement here, like these sort of little engagements just
that was really nice micro by Knutan.
Right, yeah, these sort of things just kind of make the I don't know sort of make a really great player on arena, which is it's kind of cool.
Yeah, like you can have the Sith advantage, you can have a better Bonnie, but it's like the micro will show if you can really use that.
Yeah, mate, there's those lightcap 2-shot and monk. I'm sure you just took 2-shot and monk just then.
It's quite possible. Like the lightcap do not only get more stats itself, but also more bonus damage and more conversion resistance.
Right. Yeah. Unless I've saw that, I thought that he did 2-shot.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it's because there was more than one attack. I don't know. Oh no, stand around.
Never. Oh my. Okay, but now we might see it.
Yeah, it was 2-shot, right? I think one of them attacked and the other one. Yeah, cool.
They did 17 damage.
Right. Oh, cool.
Hit. So yeah, 10 bonus damage against monks for that kid.
Funk. Yep. Nice. So no relics have been picked up so far. I think is that 3 monks that Laust has lost now. You have to be happy with that if you're Knutan.
Yeah, especially because Knutan, he didn't really invest too much army in this, right? He's like, okay, I have 3. Okay, I'll stop your micro him. But he's like, I made 3 light, only 2 light calf. And gonna snipe. Oh my god! And again, he missed micros, losing a light calf. Yeah, he's just trying to be annoying as possible while booming behind us.
Yeah, exactly right. Like he's got 4 vills already ahead, and he's got another TC almost up with 14 farms. Did they have horse color? Yeah, most of them. I think. Yeah. I love Teutons, man. It just like the number of farms you can get down for like no wood is just amazing.
Yeah, the boom is so nice. But as the longer I think about Knutan's strat here, the more I like it. It's just, he knows the Teutons are strong in the relic fight. Oof, we're losing 1 monk. So he's just abusing his mobility. He's like not trying to take straight fights, but just trying to abuse mobility to be annoying and force Laust to invest more.
I've seen Laust gold. That kind of hurts. He really needs to choke down, like, he's got 500 food there, right? Just delete your back walls, throw down, like, what, 30 wood per farm. You throw down 20 farms, and you pretty much... Oh, and a TC. Yeah, sorry, I forgot about a TC. He's obviously stored up way too much gold. Do you just take your villagers off gold there and chuck them on wood?
Yeah, I think so, and especially I would add a market if I'm not trying to click up soon.
Yeah, okay, cool, yeah, makes sense. Yeah. With the stone timings, obviously the double mining camp for Knutan here, when do you like to go to stone with, let's say, like either Teutons or Turks? in this matchup.
And in this matchup, okay. I wanted already to open, but it always depends.
I was like, yeah, it depends. It's like, okay, let's say all the situations are exactly like we are right now. Do you think Knutan's timing is perfect here?
I don't know if it's perfect, but I think probably a bit too early. I don't think he wants to push in Castle Age. If he would want to push in Castle Age, he would have added more military. He wants to go for Janissaries and Bombard Cans in early imp, and with like double mining. Oh, okay, he's noticed now he's sent 3 villagers from stone to gold. Just too many in stone, a bit too early. If he's a bit closer to clicking to imp, would be fine.
So I guess timing wise, you got 3 villages at roughly 25 gold a minute, so 75 per minute. So you're looking at, if you want to get 750 gold, which is roughly the stuff to imp, he's looking at 10 minutes. Did I just do maths on stream? This is a terrible idea.
But also Turks are faster at mining gold, right?
20% faster. Yeah, cool. So and
he got a gold mining upgrade.
Cool. So it's probably 7 or 8 minutes, 7 minutes then, to be able to click up to imp.
And okay, so Knutan gave Laust all 5 relics, but he made sure that Laust has to invest a lot for them. And Laust did that. He's behind in eco. He added his 30C so much later than Knutan. And
shows in the build count. Although wheelbarrow coming in for both players.
But resource-wise, it looks like Laust will click up earlier, which is not too surprising considering he's Teutons. And also having less TCs for a longer time kind of helps you because you're spending less food on villagers. Yep.
And that relic count, the gold count just from the relics is just looking super solid, right?
Yeah.
Like, so Laust adding the TC outside. Obviously, I guess. Oh no, he's got map control because he's got an army certainly. I was just curious as to.
If you have map control with army like this, you can make outside the CC. You should do probably so in some cases.
Yeah, cool. Knutan clicked up first, even though.
Laust didn't have.
No.
Yeah, again. Oof.
4 villages going to rush it up as well. It's these sort of like little things that definitely make the sort of and he's just got more gold mining now as well. Is that... I always get mine when I click up to castle. It's probably too early, actually. I
Yeah,
guess,
yeah, for sure, for sure.
Get it
Early.
maybe like when you've got enough, like 6 or 7 villages on gold for it to make it enough of a difference, I suppose.
Viper would say, get it when you can afford it without, yeah, get it when you can afford it without hurting your
Okay,
ego.
cool. Yep, yeah, makes sense, makes sense. I like it.
I think Laos is in a lot of danger. Like Turks getting free chemistry, so they're able to get bombard cans immediately.
Yep.
Is really hard to deal with.
So
And Laos
it
doesn't have
looks-
any defensive castles or anything.
So it looks like the okay, well, let's talk about the actual what they're actually going for. So it looks like knights for Laust, and then Janissary bombard cannon for Knutan.
Yeah.
What do you think about the like ideal kind of first off, the ideal for Knutan and the ideal for Laust compared to what they have gone for? Does that make sense? So that's a really terrible way of explaining it. I don't know. How do you think? Yeah, how do you think
I think Knutan's army comp is a lot better
that's the one.
here.
I couldn't remember what the name was. I was trying to think. I was like, oh my god, I can't speak English anymore.
Like his army composition is a lot stronger in early imp,
Yep.
and
And
yeah, he just has he has a big power spike in early imp, and the Laust is like it will play out a little bit like last game. Knutan will pressure Laust a lot, and it will only be about can Laust defend long enough for his eco and like other army choices to kick in and then push back.
Wow, look how inaccurate these things are, man. The Janissaries, they're like shooting the floor and stuff. Although, I believe when they miss, they still do 50% damage or something.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
So Knutan taking into Hussar and Elite Janissary, Conscription, Town Watch, Cavalier, and Cavalier coming in for now.
I really like Knutan's position and army choice here. Like, his Hussars will be a really nice meat shield for his Jennies. Jennies are great damage dealers, and his bombard cans are able to counter Laust siege options quite easily. And the production as well.
Taking out production as well. I felt that last game as well. Like, obviously, there was the questionable Halberdier and elite skirms and stuff. But like, in this one, Laust knew that he was going to be up later, and you know that they get bombard cannon straight away, which is just so good at taking out buildings, and you know that he's going to have the stronger army, and it's one of those, like, you don't want to get stuck in your base. This is what I hate about Arena. You don't want to get stuck in your base and get that claustrophobic feeling, but yeah, it's so tough. Tzakin in the chat, and Benny, when you just noticed. Scoreboard. It was 1-0 to Laust. Oh yeah, Benny's just said.
And
where is
Tzedaka, yeah, like Laust doesn't have a stone, and I think accumulations are nice against bomb cans, but with Turk artillery, with artillery researched, they will counter that. So I think like probably like Teutons are like for most pros, Teutons are the strongest 1v1 arena stuff. But I think they don't have very good matchup.
25 now. 25 Cavalier. That's got to be enough to take out 30 Janissaries. Oh, actually no, because you can fall back to the castle, and then but you could take out all the bombard cannons and slow down the push at least, and not lose many of your Cavalier, right?
And like Knutan is adding camels.
I like it.
I think they are a good choice. I think they're not even necessary. Like Janissaries with a midfield in front, they will slaughter even paladins quite easily.
Just like light cav instead of camels, maybe.
Yeah, but that's I guess.
I see. There's one of the things with bombard cannons. It's like I feel like they're so easily killed, and they're what, like 200 gold and 200 wood each, and it's just so sad to watch them die.
And like here, Knutan didn't have a meat shield, but the Janissaries, they one-shot the Cavaliers, right? It's really hard.
Yep. Can you... Well, so you just keep trying and mass up like 60 Janissaries here, and then I don't know. Can you go for a surround with the Cav here, or is that will it still not actually do that much damage? And Paladin coming in and Chemistry coming in. What's Chemistry for? Is that for the Bombard Cannons?
For Bombard Cannons, yeah. I don't think you can take. You probably have to have a lot more units of Cavaliers to face the Jellies.
Did we get a find out?
Okay.
It kind of looks like it, right?
I think the Jellies will win this quite convincingly, actually. They're still one-shotting. Paladin upgrade doesn't do that much here.
Okay, yeah. Especially with the two castles, right? Like,
yeah.
Super nice amount of damage. Although no fletching from us.
From Knutan?
From Knutan, sorry, my bad. Yeah, she had to run away there.
No.
Lost too much.
Oh no, actually both of them have fletching. Oh? No, neither. Oh, that's Chemistry, my bad. It's Chemistry with fletching,
Yeah. 60 or 45 Janissaries seem super, and the Bombard Cannon seems super good here, right? And Heavy Camel coming in now from Knutan. I really like the position he's got. And just like, okay, it's nice to see that Laust is moving out, because it's just, when you get someone pushing on your wall, like attacking your walls, certainly for me anyway, I get that claustrophobic feeling, and I forget to move out to the extra areas. And I get pinned into the base, and you can't produce enough. You end up with like so many resources like Laust is now, because you don't have enough buildings and etc. Like, so it's nice to see that he's moved out at least.
Yep, and I also would say that's some mistake by Knutan. Like Laust did a good job here. Like if you click up to Imp, like you will see a lot of pros just sending one village outside, making outposts on the sides.
And I saw you playing Otto earlier, and you just sent a vill out and just built like 10-15 houses in the sort of area to the right, to the east of the map. And like, that sort of extra.
Like the buildings give map control as well. Oh, a big engagement. Laust leading his walls. Knutan with a really sloppy micro here, and Camel's in position, but I'm quite sure like Laust will not take this fight. He doesn't have the right army comp.
Like the overall HP, I love capture ratio actually. All of the Bombard Cannons will have died, but so many Tunic Crabs going down there. I don't know. I mean, it's not a bad engagement for Laust.
Yeah, actually, I'm not sure anymore. I think Knutan should win this, right? He does.
Overall, sort of, the Paladin looks like he's taking now swapped into Pikeman. Wait, he's going out for that gold, really? That's ambitious, surely. Well, I don't know. Maybe he's just gonna force it down with just pouring in pikemen. But pikemen have they got any upgrades? They've got chainmail armor, but really against 22 damage Janissaries. Can you go for? I honestly don't know what you go for here, because if you go for any siege, it kind of gets countered by the Bombard Cannons, right? From the Turks. But then if you go for, well, I guess you go for your own Bombard Cannons, maybe. It's really difficult
considering that Laust has all 5 relics. I actually...
Have you seen the...
Oh,
communism. Karl Marx would eat his heart out.
Like, the thing is, Knutan is more on a timer than Laust, because Laust has all 5 relics. So while Knutan's army comp is stronger, I would say, like, if Laust just has bad eco management at the moment, if he would manage it better, he could add in skirms and halberdiers and whatever, and then, like, it doesn't matter if he loses 20 skirms to kill 2 Janissaries, it's still gold that Knutan won't get back that easily.
Right,
but Laust doesn't.
Yeah, cool. No, I did remember you saying that actually. It's about sort of all Laust needs to do theoretically is hold against this sort of push, which He certainly looks like he has done. His paladin numbers are now looking way better than the Janissary numbers, which I just think that's a good thing for Laust. Right?
Knutan is struggling with gold. Like, now Laust is in a better position. Like, Knutan has to fall back a little bit.
Yes.
But at the same time, a really nice camel raid on the right on Laust's gold. Knutan decided that he doesn't want to share anymore.
Yeah. Man, I thought this was going to get a game 3, but then I was just thinking if Laust wins this, it's not going to be a game 3, is it? So I'm just going to go run and get another brewski.
Okay.
Oh, I'm just going to zoom out and leave you here. Back in a sec.
Okay, so Knutan lost almost all his army. I think adding camels was a mistake for him here. If he just kept massing Janissaries so fast was in front, he would have been quite fine. You don't want. You have a great damage dealer with Janissaries. Why you don't have the need to make camels here? It's like, yeah, they do counter paladins, but you're 40 Janissaries behind hustlers that also counter paladins. It's just a double gold comp, which is kind of hurting Knutan here at the moment, because he is struggling with so much of gold.
Yep. Yeah, 5 on gold now, and not a lot left on the map, right? Is the market? I can't check the market. I don't know how to do that. People in the chat, I actually missed that. Oh, okay. Laust is victorious. Called it. Yeah. I think obviously he saw that his gold, like the gold situation, was pretty bad. There's like 27 Teuton paladin on the map. He's lost 2 castles for production, and yeah, I guess he thinks that it's done.
And that's the thing. Like, the Turks do have a nice comp against Teutons, but he just ran out of resources. He just ran out of gold. Like, even if he keeps taking better fights, it doesn't matter because he can't replace his missing gold.
Yeah. It's as that like kind of big fight with the Janissaries and the Paladin, and when Laust had to run away, I kind of figured that it was okay, cool, right? You've now got the sort of ability to push, but once then Laust swapped into Helbs, like you can just spam them forever, right? Damn.
Yeah. I think Knutan. Yeah, like basically it played out like the game before. It was like Knutan trying to pressure Knutan being on a timer and just not being able to kill off Laust.
Yeah.
And
yeah. Oh, it's too much pressure to. It's always like, when you do a cast drop as well, and you're getting there, you kind of trying to kill them, and then it's sort of getting closer and closer to you of not doing that much damage, and you just feel like, oh no, oh, this is going bad.
But yeah, I also think there were a lot of things that Knutan could have done better early to like secure a win. Like his first castle was fine, and he started making Janissaries. But then like his second castle was quite defensive. Like obviously he didn't have scouting information.
Yeah.
But like if I was Knutan, I would have sent villagers forward with my Janissaries and tried to get the second castle up in front of Laust's space as soon as they clicked up. Because that gives you a really nice leverage into Laust's eco, and it helps you up speed the process of killing him.
Yeah, I completely agree with you on that. Sort of, he completely had control, and the 5 bombard cannons that he had, and the probably 20 odd Janissaries. The only thing that Laust could have had, which I think Knutan had saw, was the knights. But even then, like, you can just throw down a couple of houses, wall off your vills from from like building a castle, and then there's not really much you can do against it, right?
And and as Knutan, I wouldn't have expected Laust to have any more military than he added in for a relic fight, which were like a couple knights, a couple spears, but it's nothing that can fight like 12, 15 jennies.
Yep. Yeah. Damn, I thought this was going to be a 2-1. Knutan lost both games there, didn't he?
Yeah, like, I kind of expected him to win this game. It did look really rough for Laust at some points, but like I think
55 Janissaries. I can't believe, like,
yeah.
I don't know. I was
I,
sure he was gonna win with that. Like, it's just such a big, devastating ball, right?
mm,
Damn.
I think that's an experience that like every age player had already. Like you're trying to finish off a player, but you just not able to
Yeah.
put the last nail into his coffin. Then you end up losing.
Yeah, that's pretty much every aggressive arena game I play, really. Oh, cool. Well, that was good, man. That was a really enjoyable series, and I think, like you were saying, the first game, skirms as an opening, skirm bombard cannon was an opening rather than the
Yeah.
halves, and this one obviously maybe the more aggressive castle, or I don't really know what else Knutan could have done there, other than not letting
Yeah.
me have 5 relics. But I don't know. Tough.
Uh,
Yeah.
I was looking forward to Flame Knutan for his performance, but no, I feel kind of bad if I do it because I'm sure that he feels bad already because he realizes he could have done a lot better.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good enough flaming, mate. I
Or
love
or,
it.
maybe it was more like before the tourney started, Laust asked motions to be put in the lower bracket multiple times actually, and motions kept declining. And so like maybe Knutan felt sorry for Laust and wanted to gift him the victory.
So savage. I love it. Uh, so is Canute now out of the tournament? Is that right?
Yes, he is. Yeah.
And Laos goes
Laust,
through to play Alec.
LK,
Alec.
and yeah, and
Yeah.
LK wanted to play against me already because he just assumes that he is gonna clap. Like I'm not gonna lie, like LK was sure that Knutan would go through because he was like he was sure that Laust is he
Oh yeah.
basically said he doesn't expect Laust to be able to play anything but Forest Nothing.
Well, it's nearly forest nothing. Look at all this grass, man. All this trees. Sorry, it's
Yeah, like the 90 on wood last game with like 30,000 wood on in the bank, kind of looked like it.
Uh, yeah, yeah. Is Tizdaka? Oh god, I can't say the name. Um, Sammy in chat saying there's a lot of 2-0s recently, and yeah, I'm quite surprised at how many 2-0s there've been. I think arenas are really sort of specialized, um, like type of thing, right? Like it seems so much that it's like learning how the different different civs play up against one another, and the different strategies play up against one another. Um, like watching the Benny game earlier, Benny Spoon,
Versus Spoon, yeah.
with the cumin tower rush, and no spoilers, but the way it kind of went one way, and then it went the other way, and then it went back the other way, and then it went back the other way. It was so entertaining to watch. It was really enjoyable, the cast that you and Otto did as well. Yeah,
Yeah, I
loved it.
I ha- I think there were so many insanely entertaining games. I
Mm-hmm.
think we maybe should have made a list. Like remember, like Cordon versus I think maybe versus you even
It was a
was like
2-1.
one of them.
Yeah,
2-1. Yeah, I think
yeah,
yeah,
it's
like
quite a
one
good
of
one.
those games was probably my favorite game in the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And like the Spoon versus Benny game was also really entertaining. We maybe should have made a list of like the most back and forth, the
Top
most
entertaining
intense,
games.
entertaining games. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I need to find out the how you backdate age so that you can watch other thing. Although that might just be T90 knowing the developers and stuff.
Oh, there's an app
Yeah.
for that. I could send
Okay.
you a link later.
Yeah, it might be good because there's been sort of some games that I've kind of wanted to recast, or not cast, but like do like a best of, like you were saying, just like you were saying then, like writing a sort of list of them, just because
Mm.
it'd be a sort of entertaining series actually, because it's just so
Yeah,
many like great, even say like Vipers games and stuff. It'd be nice to kind of cast sort of some just amazing comebacks and that kind of thing. It's just really fun. Just
yeah,
anything that's entertaining. Right, shall we end it there then? It's 12 o'clock here.
yeah. Sounds good to me.
Cool. Thank you everybody in the chat. Tizdaka also says please send him the link as well.
Will
Yeah,
do,
for
will
the app.
do.
But yeah, cheers for the co-cast, man. That was super enjoyable.
Hey, same for me. I really liked casting with you. I think it
Always.
was also the first time we casted together, right?
Yeah, I think so as well. I have to say, I really do enjoy Flaming Laust. Like, I'm not even sure why I'm doing it, but I'm loving it.
That always counts. You don't have to understand it. You just have to enjoy it.
Yeah, man. So cheers for the co-cast, and yeah, let's do it again sometime, man.
Yeah.
Oh man, I still can't believe Butter lost against Greg. I'm never gonna let him live that down, man. No, yeah, I am, because he kind of sounded a bit sad earlier, but.
Are you still alive?
Yeah. Let me just pause.
Okay.
Hang on, how do I undo this? There we go.